I've never been more confused by a political event in my life than I am by this Women's March. Let's start back at the end, okay? What do women all have in common? They're all magic wizards who can make people come out of them. Got it. If the march was, we're magic wizards, we make people, I would go, tip of the hat to you. But it wasn't about that. It was about grabbing pussies. It was about climate change. It was about immigration. What has immigration got to do with women? I was totally lost. I pored over signs all yesterday, trying to find one salient point, one cohesive reason why they're all together. And there wasn't one. And this abortion thing is a complete misnomer. I don't understand why abortion is considered a woman's issue. 50% of women are pro-life. It's not a political thing that you can attach to a gender. It's an ethical argument, and they are split. Men and women are both pretty much split when it comes to abortion. So to just march and go, I want women's rights, I want abortion. First of all, you got abortion. Abortion's legal in this country, so you're marching on the off chance he revokes the law and makes abortion illegal? That seems like a weird thing to march for, especially when 50% of women don't agree with you. So what was the point of the march? Check out some of these signs. My neck, my pussy, my back, my pussy will grab back. That was a common theme, that my vagina has teeth and it will bite you. First of all, aren't you embarrassed that so much of your political ethos is based on a quip, a throwaway conversation in a bus 11 years ago? And by the way, for the billionth time, that conversation was the guy joking around, not saying I grab pussies without permission. His exact quote was, they let you. He was marveling at groupies and what they let you get away with. I know it's hard for you to imagine that someone wants to bone Trump, but there are other people in the world besides you that are attracted to money and power. Trump does very well with the ladies. Check out his wives. All right, next. If men got pregnant, there'd be an abortion clinic on every corner like Starbucks. Again, you're assuming that all women agree with you on abortion and only half do, so it's not worthy of a march. Keep going. There's a special place in hell for Kellyanne Powers. You see, they keep implying that women are a monolith. I don't understand why they get to say this. Women are not. They're across the political spectrum. And I assume they're distributed relatively evenly, probably more DNC than GOP. But Kellyanne Conway is a hero. She's one of the most successful women in the history of modern politics. I think she's the only female to run a presidential campaign and win. Why wasn't she invited to this march? Why were no pro-lifers invited to this march? Isn't that unusual? By the way, I think that's a good thing because I think they would have been attacked. We had Trump supporters getting their hair lit on fire. Anyway, keep going with these insane signs. My pussy will scratch if you grab it. This sign I saw passed around a few times. I have no idea what that means. Does it mean I will scratch your face if you grab my pussy? Yeah, it's assault. We want you to scratch the guy's face. We're against that. That's why it's in the law books that we created. We have mothers and daughters and sisters. We don't want them being grabbed. Keep going. We've got a lot to get through here. I have the pussy. I have the power. I have no idea what that means. Again, the same sign, my pussy. Think outside my box. How about you think outside your box? How about you think of real issues? Here's some issues. Islam. Yeah, if you're looking for sexism, go east, my good woman, and you will see plenty of it. You will see honor killings. You will see women burned alive because they have shamed the family. Isn't that more relative to you than some fake story about abortion being overturned? And no, by the way, I saw the Huffington Post had a thing, a room full of men screw over women. No, he said, I'm not paying for abortion clinics in Mexico and other cities that aren't in America. Did you think we should pay for other cities' abortion clinics? Why? I'm not doing that. Keep going. Oh, this is another one. Look, the real truth of this whole thing is it was useful idiots who were manipulated by a Muslim woman. Look at the logo here. You see that? Can you move that picture around? We the People. So they have, I think Shepard Fairey did this poster for it, and it was Linda Sarsour that set the whole thing up. And it's a woman tarted up like a whore wearing a hijab. By the way, as Michael Malice points out, you can't have the whole Maybelline counter on your face if you're a devout Muslim. So even your poster contradicts itself. But this whole idea of women wearing hijabs at a women's march, that doesn't seem bizarre to you? One of the most sexist possible things you could put on your head is the central focus of this entire march. And we'll get to some videos at the end that will stun you, but keep going with this. If the fetus is gay, will you still care about it? Yeah, because we don't want gays to have rights. Again, they're marching for rights they have. Keep going. Don't grab our rights. Yeah. What rights are you missing? Again, big posters made based on the grabbing the pussy comment. We'll get to that one in a second. Keep going. This was a common one. You can't comb over racism, homophobia, sexism, rape, and Islam-e-phobia. Spelling errors all over the place with these signs, by the way. Again, what does it mean you can't comb over rape? Rape's illegal in this country. We hate it. Oh, here's one of my favorites. I hate Trump like I hate my bra. This is good because it goes back to 70s feminism where women thought they were blowing our minds by letting their tits flop around. We want your tits to flop around. Bras are uncomfortable. I mean, bras are more comfortable for you. They fix your tits. They make them not flap around. I want to see your tits. You're playing right into my hands when you burn your bra. Oh, this one most shocking. Look, she's got a swastika crossed out on her jacket and her phone. She's anti-Nazi. What has that got to do with women, and who disagrees with you? Keep going. Here's a doozy. We'll probably stop it after this. But I saw this was a common theme, and again, it was them trying to make a point. Don't forget, white women voted for Trump. So this is a black woman at the rally saying, hey, white woman, you screwed up. I kind of get her point. She's making a generalization about an ethnic group, but you're at a white women's march. The population there has got to be 80 to 90% woman, white woman. Are you saying screw all these women I'm at the march with? Again, I'm looking for logic in a sea of broads. Okay, I don't know when we should end this because I got hundreds. Keep going. Oh, that's the woman who set it up. Linda Sarsour, Brotherhood Hamas operative and organizer of Women's March, gives ISIS she has the one-finger ISIS salute there. She wants Sharia law. She's pro-Sharia law. Sharia law in America. That's very extreme, and it couldn't have less to do with feminism. It's very bad for women. Let's look at a bit of her speech. Have you got her speech? Oh, sorry. Wait. You just touched on something. This I also saw a lot of. Young girls holding signs about their human rights. And I saw one picture, maybe you can find this later, of two young girls. They were maybe 4 or 5, and it said, "Don't touch my pussy." You're just sexualizing your children to make a point that's not even a point. Could you be more disgusting, please? Ugh, my pussy bites back. I want to see her face. That's fucking horrible. You're disgusting human beings. All right, let's look at Linda Sarsour using useful idiots and our children to advertise her Muslim agenda. Look at this. This is the beginning of her speech.
Assalamu alaikum. May peace be upon you, brothers and sisters. My name is Linda Sarsour, and I am one of the national co-chairs for the Women's March on Washington. I stand here before you.
Does this have to do with feminism?
Unapologetically Muslim American. Unapologetically Palestinian American.
Now, Trump's anti-Palestine?
Unapologetically from Brooklyn, New York.
Who hates... Who asked you to apologize for being from Brooklyn?
Sisters and brothers.
You're from Brooklyn? Yes, sorry about that.
Democracy looks
All right,
like.
That's enough. But I thought there was a woman on CNN, and she said we're doing this pro-life march. Again, pro-lifers, probably for their own safety, weren't invited to this march, even though 50% of women are pro-life. But she goes, she nailed what this was about on CNN, which it's not easy to get a word in edgewise when you're a normal person on CNN. Do you have that clip? Look at this guy. Look at the way he's looking at her.
It's not a women's
And also,
march.
you know what, I want to say also to Bakari, you know,
pro-life women were told need not apply. We were not welcomed here. Kellyanne Conway was not invited to speak at this march. Concerned Women for America was not welcomed. Why are you laughing? It's a women's march. We should have been included. We are not. And so therefore, women are not monolithic. This was the same group of progressives who have been all along fighting against
Look,
Donald
she got
Trump
drowned out at the
and
beginning of that
conservative
clip, but she
values
said, this isn't a march for women. It's a march for liberalism. But what's even more confusing is it was a Muslim woman using liberals to further her agenda. So in that sense, it wasn't a march for liberalism. And this clip, I think, beautifully sums up the unbelievable absurdity of what was supposed to be a woman's march. You ready for this? Check this out. It's a man. Wait, don't play it yet. Can you just drink that in, please? Can we put this in a pint glass? I want to drink it. It's a man at a woman's march putting on an American flag hijab. I mean, I think this has to be a t-shirt. What the hell? Do Muslims even want men to wear hijabs? Isn't that blasphemous to their culture? If you went to Saudi Arabia and you said, hey, dude, look, I have a hijab on. Solidarity with women of America. He'd fucking blow himself up right next to you. I don't understand it. And I have a sneaking suspicion, by the way, that these women are not Muslims. They just learned how to do a hijab and they're doing everyone up, including the men with the smallest balls in the world. I think his testicles are the size of a grain of sand. And by the way, dude, no one wants to have sex with you. You make women's vaginas into the Sahara Desert.
An American flag hijab.
Nice work, Ginge. And then this woman wants to do it. Yes, we'll set you up. Part of the process to wear a hijab on your head that's the American flag is we blind you with the American flag. I mean, the allegory here is just bizarre. Women should vote, but should they? They should have the right to vote, but should they vote? This is what they do when they're given a political voice. Oh, here's a crazy one. Look at this black woman crying. I don't understand what she's crying about. And then they put their dumb hat on top of the hijab, which I'm not even sure you're supposed to do. I'm not sure you're allowed to do that. Look at her crying. You got duped. You useful idiots. You got duped by a Muslim to further her agenda, and she used your own feminism against you. She's got to go up there with Sean King as one of the greatest con people in America today, and I'm actually embarrassed at how easily she made you all look like complete fools.